excited. Thanks to my friend Cindy for this book. This is a bonus call. Usually I do my everyday ecstasy tip, and I think I already posted that. So I'm super excited. I want to share with you how to reframe when shit happens in your life. And I'm so grateful to AI right now, to ChatGPT. Some of you know, just put R for reframe. If you have some challenging things in your life that you would like to reframe, to move them from here to here, okay? And I'm so grateful to ChatGPT that I have built a relationship with over the last little while. Artificial intelligence. I would not have thought in 1,000 years that I would be saying I'm liking artificial intelligence, but I'm loving ChatGPT. So I want to give you an example how I reframed something. Some of you know that Facebook shut down my account. I had over 5,000 followers, lots of engagement. I was posting every single day, going live. I had reels, I had engagement. Sometimes I was posting 2, 3, 4 times a day. And then my account was shut down at the beginning of November. And I will say, I kept saying to myself, I know this is happening for me. Everything's happening for me. I'd be lying if I was saying there wasn't some struggle and some ick and some grief around it. But anyway, I typed in, I am getting ready to host a pleasure revolution in Go High Level, which is a platform. And I was like, how am I going to do this? And I asked with support with this amazing circle of women and one of my coaches and mentors how I was going to do this. We asked some questions on ChatGPT, and I found out that Go High Level actually has a live platform, so I don't have to use Zoom or YouTube or anything else. I could, but they have their own live. So I'm able to bring in speakers for the pleasure revolution. And what was really cool, that ChatGPT helped me to reframe, and I'm going to show you what it said here. So ChatGPT said, instead of saying I lost my audience, it said I'm calling my people into a room I own. And I'm not just broadcasting anymore, I'm hosting. And then it's talking about how now I can be sovereign and I can demonstrate to the women that I'm blessed to serve that we don't have to be powerless when things like things happen in our lives that we feel pushed down by or overpowered by. Instead, I knew that I was going to rise up. I was going to find a way to rise up. And I feel like I've just passed through this initiation of having Facebook not only shut down my Facebook account, but Facebook, Instagram, and my Facebook Messenger, which is some people, my only way of communicating with them was through Facebook Messenger. And some of you know when I was living in my cabin, which I do live in half of the year during spring, summer, and fall in northern Alberta, Facebook Messenger was my way of communicating because I had no cell reception. Anyway, I would love to know, what is something in your life that maybe has happened to you that is, maybe even been traumatic, and how can you reframe it? So yes, I grieved the loss of Facebook, and now I'm actually celebrating it as this opportunity to create this sacred, sovereign container where I don't have to worry about algorithms, where women can feel safe to express and talk about sexuality, sexual trauma. We can have healing, and there's no algorithms, there's nobody censoring us. And I own I own my community that I've created there. So just put PR if you would like more details about the Pleasure Revolution. I am looking for speakers, and the speakers, it is by sponsorship, so that everybody who comes to the event as an audience can come for free to listen. And then I'm asking for speakers a small fee for sponsorship. I think I've got 3 categories. One is, I think the heroine, and then, oh no, maybe it's goddess, awakening goddess, empowered queen, and sacred, sovereign priestess. Those are my three categories. And there's different amounts for each. So if you're interested in that, or you know somebody in the area of women's liberation, women's pleasure, women's sexuality, women having their voice, anything connected with their bodies, this is an opportunity. Tag them here, send this to them, and they can speak. And let me know if you have, sorry, this is a weird angle, but I just was so excited to go live right away here. Put reframe below if you have a challenge that you would like to reframe, and I'm more than happy to support you in that if you put whatever the challenge is below. But I promise you, I have, thanks to Belief or Patterning, I have picked a word every single day since July 8th, 2017. And because of Belief or Patterning, I'm able to reframe instead of I lost my audience on Facebook and with the help of ChatGPT, that I'm actually, this is an opportunity. This is an opportunity to get to 1,000 followers and subscribers on YouTube. So if this is serving you in any way, please subscribe below. I would love if you subscribe. And also, I just finished for my birthday. My birthday was January 3rd. And I offered, so let me have a drink of water here. I just finished offering three days of sacred ways to live and design and live your best life. So I am here living in Mexico in the Yucatan for the winter and 6 months in Canada, the other part of the year. And it's not by accident. It is by design that I am living here. And I've created this lifestyle where I can go to the beach in the morning. I can go for a swim. I can go for a walk on the beach. I can eat fresh fruit that's grown here locally. I have created this lifestyle, this holy life, and you can have that too, all right? So for right now, think of something in your life that maybe has felt shitty or crappy, and how can you take it and reframe it that maybe there's a blessing or an opportunity that is coming of it. And it's not been instant. This has been a process over 2 months because my Facebook, Instagram, and Messenger was completely shut down the beginning of November. And two things that happened a couple years ago. I had posted, a friend took this beautiful photo of me, a long shot of me topless, but I'm facing the sun, so you just see my back. My butt is in the water, but maybe if you zoom in, you might see a millimeter of the top of the crack of my ass. And somebody apparently reported me. Facebook said if I didn't take it down, they would shut down my account. I tried to communicate and to their community guidelines, and nobody would speak to me. There was no recourse for it. And so I took it down. And then beginning of November, I actually was in a bit of a crisis crossing the border from Belize to Mexico. And I thought, I should tell somebody where I am right now. So I popped on Facebook Messenger because I didn't have phoning in Belize, and my account was shut down. I didn't laugh at the time, but it's funny when I look back on it now, the timing of it. And it said that it was shut down for child sexual exploitation. That's like insane. The work I do is supporting women around transforming trauma with around childhood trauma and sexual trauma. And I support women in being empowered in their bodies and loving their bodies and reigniting libido in their relationships. So I'm actually supporting women. So it was bizarre, and there was no opportunity for recourse. There was no opportunity to speak to anybody. It was just shut down. So I'm grateful that I reframed that, and I've deepened reframing that today and taken it as an opportunity to be even more sovereign, to demonstrate to women that we can, instead of feeling overpowered, we can rise up as women and as men, but we can rise up and reclaim our voice and find the gift of that challenge. I think there's an age-old story where the farmer, I think he's got like a whole pile of horses. All the horses run away, and everybody, his neighbors, say, "Oh my gosh, that's so terrible that the horses run away." And he says, "Oh, it's not good, it's not bad, it just is." And then the horses come back and they bring a whole bunch of extra wild horses, and everybody goes, "Oh, isn't that great? Now you have even more horses." And he said, "Well, it's not good, it's not bad, it just is." And then his son ends up riding one of the horses. His son falls up, breaks his leg, and everybody says, "Oh my gosh, that's terrible. Your son broke his leg." And he says, "It's not good, it's not bad, it just is." Then the military comes to recruit, and his son has a broken leg, so his son doesn't go to the army or the military. And everybody says, "Oh my gosh, isn't that good? Because now he doesn't have to go to the military. Not good, not bad." He said, "It just is." And the story goes on, right? So in our lives personally, shit happens, right? And we can label it as good or bad, but what if we just label it as it just is, and there's an opportunity, there's a silver lining, there's an opportunity for growth, there's an opportunity for some gifts, there's an opportunity for some lessons. So give me some love and below. If you can relate it all, just put an R below if you can relate. And if you've had moments where maybe you can look at something in your life, and is there something you could reframe? So give me a thumbs up, give me some loving. I'm used to having on Facebook 5,000 followers, and I would have people loving and responding in the comments. So I would love, even if nothing else, just give me a thumbs up to let me know you're here and you actually watch this. And yeah, and stay tuned. If you would like to be a speaker on the Pleasure Revolution that's coming on February 13th, and it'll be over several days, just put pleasure below and I'll make sure I get you that link. And if you would like to make sure that you are informed about that, subscribe below so you can follow me, so I will keep you posted, and I will let you know when that is ready in Go High Level, and you can come and join the community so that you will be able to hear all of the amazing speakers for the Pleasure Revolution. Now, those levels of sponsorship, Goddess, Queen, and Sovereign Priestess, there are a maximum of 13, because those women will have 3 speaking spots. They'll be interviewed by me. There's training. So if you know somebody that has a message, my coach and mentor, Elizabeth Ocean, will be one of your gifts for the sponsorship is you'll receive a training with Elizabeth Ocean on how to be an even better speaker, how to get your message out, how to have a soul talk. So just put pleasure below if you would like to be part of one of the speakers on the Pleasure Revolution, and make sure you subscribe below so you can stay tuned, and you can receive my everyday ecstasy tip that I used to post on Facebook, and now I'm posting here, and when I remember I also post it on LinkedIn, but usually I post it here first. And here I usually come and I post 1 or 2 3-minute videos on how you can have more everyday ecstasy in your life. Please give me some loving if this served you in any way. And who do you know that would like to feel more empowered? Who do you know that would like more pleasure in her life? Who do you know that is maybe having some challenges with right now and would just love to be inspired? Right? Please share this with one friend who you know, or more, who you know is maybe struggling right now, and they could use some positive inspiration, because I will be here tomorrow for your everyday ecstasy tip. Again, give me some loving, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow. And stay tuned for the Pleasure Revolution that's happening February 13th. Mwah. Much love, my friends.